championship with Duke back in 2001. Then played with Cleveland and Utah, Chicago, and the Lakers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed, and that means we are set for football at Huntington Bank Field. But today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North match week one, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. On the visitor's sideline, there's Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. Across from him, Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And they'll start this drive just across the 30, putting nice work on the return. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And at quarterback, a long-time signal caller in the National Football League, former Super Bowl MVP Joe Flacco.
And what a marvel Joe Flacco is. Continues to be a reliable quarterback into his 40s. And we say it all the time. He came off of his couch and made a team better. Guess what? He's doing it again. And now has a chance to not only be good on the field, but also be one of the great mentors in a quarterback lane.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Not the graphic that this fan base wants to see week one, Charles. They were hoping to see key acquisitions, some bright spots. Instead, we're talking about injuries, preseason injuries that have guys.
Nigga, he got bumped out of bounds. What the fuck? What the fuck are you talking about? Yo, I hate these commentators, bro. The refs and the commentators just want Duke to win. That should be annoying. That was a good pass by Boozer, I ain't gonna lie.
That's one of their favorite plays. Guard hits and fires for an open look. Tardy defensively. 34-27, Blue Devils. Boozer, with a shake and bake. I would have taken that elbow jumper. They look so right.
Look, nigga. What? Yo, man, what?
That's where Slansky's in Vandenberg. 12 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists.
Yeah, I ain't watching this, bro. You got it.
We're hoping for in this championship game.
Fuck, dude. They just let them do anything. I'm cool.
For number 11.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as
that was any other fucking big in the country, they would have called the offensive foul.
A long journey towards week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Taylor's got room to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. Now again, left side, Brown with it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Passing play, Flacco. This is Fant on the short completion. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead,
Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And gain a full 10 yards. Flacco looks to throw. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Oh, how about this on first and goal? And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play. And to give the Brown the option. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is third and goal. Now it's Flacco. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Myles Garrett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. McPherson's kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
And to say that this is a big spot is the classic understatement. It's a ton of pressure on this rookie quarterback as he gets to play right away. And let's face it, he's trying to take in every moment from his first start, but at the same time, he's got to focus on what's in front of him.
And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
It's not a coincidence. That's what makes us dangerous. Is when you lead with one.
On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense. This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
From the shotgun, Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Sanders to throw. Right back to Njoku. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
Sanders going to throw again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy, 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns have taken the lead. Walking walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
You get a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look at them elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
An extra point forthcoming.
Tempo. So a little bit of a focus early on, and Chrissy Richards had a little bit of a connection there to Michigan State, her son Jordan on the team as well. I mean, this focus. Michigan State ultimately pulling out the victory here in this one, 74 to 58.
And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. The tight end in motion right. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll get this out to about the 38-yard line. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. On the sneak, here's Flacco. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt.
Hey, Emma, come check this out.
Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 41-yard punt, but just about 31 following the run back. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now Sanders.
It's too late,
Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That's good football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will do it from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
It feels good to guide.
From the gun, Flacco. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Parker Washington, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are once again back in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
He's got a great feel in the pocket.
Looking down the field,
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well. They're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Open man, that's Bond. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. A game there of 30 big ones.
Study quarterbacks.
And they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. For a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, it's excellent coaching, and how about how he's picked things up.
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. And a former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go now.
To throw is Sanders. That is caught. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
One that you're watching, but Joe Burrow did it. Got it. First down to Cincinnati. Joe Burrow's 102, just like Lamar. And great movement inside to get some big, stout defensive linemen. And Piermine finishes off.
From the
This
13
Joe Burrow's a
now,
competitor. I
work
know
on
for a fact
first
he's
and
a sack.
10.
If you need a quarterback sneak, I'm ready for it. Forget the time. Big conversion.
Sanders. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They're going to take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the first stages of this first half.
You don't see this.
Well, we know so much is added to his touchdown passing total. What all he did was get the ball quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Don't worry. Keep coming, son.
It started with Joe Cranshaw from State to LSU. Arnold Smith, Justin Jefferson was there. Lee Williams. 3 out field. Let's get on the same page.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
The corner inside country comes on.
So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland.
You just got to keep running. But Joe Burrow's your quarterback. Every play. He sees the weakness of the defense and takes advantage of it.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Slows down P-Ryan.
Still going here to 1 point.
Drives do it.
Look at this. They're trying to go fast. They're trying to throw quick, and he has to move.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively and defensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Today is the day we've been working towards all summer, the debut of our new halftime show. So without further ado, let's roll. Our trip around the NFL starts now, and it starts with a good one in the AFC West. And it's the six-time Pro Bowler, Keenan Allen. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. From there, why don't we go to South Philly? Look in on the Eagles as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys.
Got it.
And it's last year's Offensive Player of the Year, Saquon Barkley. He gets it, he finds some field, and he's going to leave everyone in his wake. He's gone. The Eagles begin their title defense with a victory in the season opener. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy. The New Orleans Saints hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And it's Amari DeMarcado. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. This one's at halftime now, and it's the Cardinals with the lead in the opener at the half. Time for a look here at the rest of the games going on and what's to come here in Week 1 of the new NFL season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Made Proactive to be a great insurance and financial services company. What's stopping you from being so much more than one thing? That question that inspired me to create the motivation now. Let's hear it.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they're going to get the running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Not the graphic that this fan base wants to see Week 1, Charles. They were hoping to see key acquisitions, some bright spots. Instead, we're talking about injuries, preseason injuries that have guys missing here in this one.
And even in today's football, where everyone does their best to try to have their starters ready for Week 1, guys still have to practice. They still have to train, and injuries do crop up. You're exactly right about that, though, Brandon. None of the people supporting this team want to see that graphic on the screen at the start of this game.
Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The rookie from Colorado on target with that throw. They've got a first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action Week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game had his team on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
On first down, there's Jenkins. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop the right end. Just a yard of the pickup there. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And I was struck by it because this guy is such an accomplished player. High school, college, NFL. He just broke Jim Brown's.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 43.
About the 43-yard line. Check. Here's for Lamar. Bogged down a little bit offensively at the moment.
They'll give it to Jenkins. Good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. 67 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
He's advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
Mike Blurman, Emmitt Smith. They were great. They were confident, but they
Here's
also
Sanders. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
The lessons will continue of this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
First chance to see Lamar down. And look, they have no chance.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. To throw now. Here's Sanders. Pressure coming, and they got him once again. Joseph inside. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And he's going to go down again. B.J. Hill. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. Marquez on the punt as he gets it away. This is taken around the 12. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Flacco. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
5 years.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He can still play, but it's a different look. It's part of the growing pains of the last game out here as the night goes on.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Now a 2nd and 10. To pass, Flacco. Got a man open, it's Chase. And he spins past him and into space. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 45 yards. And the Bengals have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's got his man on stride, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure like that was behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play it out level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
It's 1st and 20. We're as smart as can be.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Sanders. There's a short one caught by Phantom. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. From the gun, it's Shador. This short pass into the hands of the Joker. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey, Bronco 80.
On the handoff, this is Judkins. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. That changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Pass to the running back, Dylan Sampson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Sanders from the gun on 3rd down. Incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down at the 21 or 22.
Heady on that one. Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
A give. Here's Judkins. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Nobody tracks it like this guy.
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game.
You saw it there in contact with him.
Here's 1st and goal.
He's so quick and explosive and
Here we go, shot.
he's out there with Humphrey by himself, and he can do all that stuff, create a little space, and track the ball.
Go.
It's something else.
Now it's Judkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Browns answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we're going to have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Flacco set to lead this offense. Down 21-17. 80 seconds remaining. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here first and 10. Flacco. That's complete to Chase. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Inside 10-yard line. Cincinnati at the 39-yard line. The go around down the sideline, who was on Humphrey by himself.
Now Flacco.
This is a high
complete to Higgins.
On Jamar Chase, but
here comes second down
and 5. This guy's into his 18 years old, usually to give him a chance. Just watch how he releases. Watch at the top of the
Flacco.
Higgins has no chance. Excellent job.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
A gain of 7. First down.
Pressure mounting. Flacco. That's caught over the middle by Fant. Here comes second down.
Ty Starks back there again. You can just tell the confidence the
Setting to throw. Flacco.
Against this
He
Ravens
lets
defense.
this one fly
In the
toward the
division, a
back
lot
of
of
the end
history.
zone.
The Ravens have won most of these games. But the Bengals offense has always
take a shot, but it's third down.
The passing game has been
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
when they play against them, you can see they're going after points.
Flacco to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Washington. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined it.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is someone on the field got confused, because they had to, because we're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this, because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
That's a good call by the defensive coordinator for the Ravens.
After the touchdown,
Wiggins said, hey, I got you, but he had help by Gilman. So he can play heavy outside, makes it hard for Chase to have that release.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now the attention, it turns to the Browns. Trailing by a field goal. 25 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Where are we going to get that rifle snapped down? The Cincinnati Bengals. Despite the red zone struggling.
70. 65 catch.
Back to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down.
Trap 60.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Well, there's no doubt about it. When you missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Working the middle of the field, he's got it all complete. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see.
Here's 1st and 10.
If only there were backups in real life.
What's up, though, man? The 2 people love each other.
But at least there's Progressive to protect your home.
Back to throw.
Feel really prepared for this.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Since 81. 10 straight games, they come out 26 or more. It's longest streak in NFL history.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division